This place, it was built years and years ago, but you know, it's changed lives from the minute that it was built.
Good morning.
So there's a lot of labels that are put on women that are not labels that they have to continue. You know, once you're an addict, you're always an addict, but that's not true.
I know we hate how we got here, but praise God, y'all are here. And now, what are you gonna do with this time?
These girls need a safe, peaceful place to heal mentally, physically, spiritually, and so this gives them the opportunity to do that.
When we first moved up here, the city just welcomed us with open arms. The community just loved us, and we fell in love with them. You remember the old block parties that we used to have back in my day anyway? Right. You're younger than I am, much younger. But the idea is a place where people can gather, come together, and whenever you put groups of people together, especially children, they learn how to harmonize, play together, accept each other. Well, sometimes people look at a park or playground equipment as a perk. Well, it's not just a perk, it is something that is, so many studies have proven that people use it as a gathering place. There is an empowerment that where 2 or 3 people are gathered together, there develops a camaraderie, a trust factor, something that you cannot always put into words.
I think any time that you give students voice and choice, they step up to the plate. It provides a sense of empowerment and responsibility that they may not have had without the opportunity.
My name is Levi Frisbee, and I've been involved in FLCN, our news show, for this is my 2nd year. There's a lot of work that goes into this.
3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Falcons, and welcome to FLCN.
The Red Cross Blood Drive is Thursday, October 9th.
Being able to see like it's my classmates up there, that's really cool. And that's one of the reasons I got into it to begin with, was because I wanted to be that for someone else.
All right, who's wanting to turn the lights on police car? Okay.
Just the connection that we're able to get compared to like a big metro or like even a bigger city, I would take this all day long over that, because we actually get to connect with people on a personal level and actually could get to talk to them. They get to know who we are.
MFA Oil is a farmer-owned cooperative, and our roots are in the rural communities in which we serve.
You know, we have locations where we might be one of 3 businesses in the town. We even have an employee where their phone at the bulk plant also rings at their house. It's just ingrained in who we are.
And the MFA Oil Foundation is just a wonderful way to give back to those communities. Since 1998, the MFA Oil Foundation has awarded over $3.1 million in grants. We do try to spread those dollars amongst all trade territories to complete a project or make a purchase that might have significant impact to not only their organization, but those that live within their community.
We got this facility and there was a lot of buildings that needed a lot of work. The lodge that we call it is one of those buildings. That's what we did with the MFA Oil grant. We took that money and we bought exercise equipment for the girls, and then we also had some things that needed to be updated in there.
The Barb Allison Park, the new park, is in a part of the city that was underserved and maybe underprivileged in a lot of ways. The concept of a mini park or a pocket park is to take a facility that's not really being utilized and turn it into something that will benefit the neighborhood. MFA Oil Foundation was very instrumental in getting us started.
As we're building the new high school, there's a lot of expense that goes with that. I had reached out to a parent that worked for MFA Oil, and he mentioned the grant opportunity that they have. He and I had several conversations and were able to find that the TVs that we use for FLCN, which would be a good fit for that. Being able to air those broadcasting pieces in the classroom provides those connections that wouldn't normally be able to take place without it.
If you look at our community, as you can tell, the slopes and hills that we have, more hills equals more troubles with radios, because our lives depend on what we have equipment-wise, and we can't afford any time for it not to work. Where we actually reached out to MFA Oil MFA Oil told us that they'd be willing to help us out anything we needed. They sent a check immediately to us, and we were able to actually go out and purchase the radio we needed immediately. To me, I mean, it meant the world, because they're not only protecting me, but they're sending property and equipment to help my officers go home every day.
Just to know that businesses and organizations out there care about school, they care about our students, and MFA Oil demonstrated that as well. It just makes a world of difference.
So the MFA Oil Foundation, it is personal to me when you see the ballpark that's still there, or the city park that's still there, you know, or the volunteer fire department that's still there, knowing that your organization had a hand in their success is satisfying.
Sometimes you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel until somebody comes along and gives you that, not hand out, but hand up. And that's what MFA Oil Foundation grant did for us.
The grant from MFA Oil has just been so beneficial for this place. Being able to see them have a space where they can go and use that makes it all so much more than just a grant, so much more than just an amount of money that was put into a building, but it was actually put into these women's lives.